podcast listeners, you can now find the Children's Hour on Patreon and become a supporter. Find us at patreon.com/The Children's Hour. Thank you.
What musical instrument is found in the bathroom?
I don't know. What?
A tube of toothpaste.
It's time for the Children's Hour. Kids Public Radio.
Me desperté, le sonreí al sol. 6 pajaritos vi a mi puerta, cantando alegres una melodía que dice: este es mi mensaje para ti. No te preocupes por nada, porque tus problemas seguro que se van. No te preocupes por nada, porque tus problemas seguro que se van. Me desperté, le sonreí al sol. 3 pajaritos vi a mi puerta, cantando alegres una melodía que dice: este es mi mensaje para ti. No te preocupes por nada, porque tus problemas seguro que se van. No te preocupes por nada, porque tus problemas seguro que se van. Me desperté, le sonreí al sol. 3 pajaritos vi a mi puerta, cantando alegres una melodía que dice: este es mi mensaje para ti.
How sweet. Tres Pajaritos is by Elizabeth Mitchell and Suni Paz from a CD called Tu Eres Mi Flor, Songs for Children in Espanol. Hola, es la hora de los niños, otherwise known as the Children's Hour. I am Katie Stone, and I'm here with a whole lot of people. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Let's start over here, shall we? Yeah.
Hi, I'm Madeline.
Hello, this is Julia.
Hello, this is Zen.
Hello, this is Mackenzie.
Hi, it's Ava.
Hello, this is Amadeus.
Hello, this is Jude.
Hello, it's Haley.
Hi, it's Amelie.
And it's Katie. How's everyone? Any news in this studio? Any news? Ava's got news. Jude's got news. Yeah.
Next Wednesday, I'm getting my hair dyed red, like a strip of it, like neon red.
Whoa, that's exciting. Very exciting. Yeah, Mackenzie, yeah.
I have news. Today, I'm going to a Pinewood Derby for Girl Scouts.
What's that? What's a Pinewood
It's
Derby?
where we make our own car and we race them.
How exciting. So you've made your own car already, I hope, if today's the race?
Yeah,
And you think you're going to win?
partly.
We hope so for you. Well, how cool is that? That's pretty neat. Wow. Yeah, Jude.
I learned how to play piano.
Really? Wow, that's pretty neat. What do you like to play on the piano? Are you playing classical music or rock and roll?
I know how to play entertainer.
Here, come on up here to the mic. Yeah, or your mic, yeah.
I know how to play entertainer, but
Da 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 da
Yeah.
da da.
I'm
Oh,
still kind of learning it, but I need to learn the back part too.
nice. Yeah, congratulations on that. Any other news in the studio?
My new dog, since she was a barrel, she is now getting slimmer. So she can get on my bed finally, but that's also a little hard because now she sheds all her fur onto my bed and then it's very uncomfortable.
And then you wake up in the morning and you're like basically as furry as a dog.
And she will actually jump on my bed if I'm reading under the blankets. She'll jump on my bed and then lay on me
That's so
until I get up out of the blankets. And then she'll lay down at the end of the bed.
A little while ago, I was kind of fostering a dog, and he was very big. even though his name was Pequeño. And he did something similar. He'd just pretend he was a lapdog and completely lay all of his weight on you and say, "Love me, please," because he was just that kind of dog.
I love it. I love it. Today on the show, we're going to be visiting with our friend Dr. Enrique LaMadrid, who we invited back to the Children's Hour. He's Professor Emeritus at University of New Mexico in Spanish and Portuguese. So, el profesor se habla español muy bien, much better, y portugués también. Y that means he speaks Spanish and Portuguese really well, like better than I do, for sure. And but he is an expert in New Mexico folklore and New Mexico folk music. That's traditional folk music. And today we're going to be doing a whole show about songs of a New Mexican childhood. And hopefully we can sing along.
Here we go. Doesn't matter if you call it Stetson or a sombrero, it's the hat that steers the herd. Doesn't matter if you call them cowboys or rockeros, the best ones keep their word. Doesn't matter if you say ma'am or senorita when you're riding into the setting sun. Doesn't matter if you call it life or la vida, it's better when you're with someone. Somos amigos con una distinta canción. Amigos, amigos, nos queremos por esta razón.
No importa si se llama café o café, te despierta en las mañanas. No importa si se llama fe o la fe, pero puede mover montañas.
Let's hear it, Carlos. Doesn't matter if you call it flag or bandera, it just tells you where you are. Doesn't matter if you call it border or frontera, it disappears by strumming a guitar. Somos amigos con una distinta canción. Amigos, amigos, nos queremos por esta razón. We're all amigos, each with a different song. Amigos, amigos, that's why we get along. Nos queremos por esta razón. Nos queremos por esta razón.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando.
De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
jugando, cielito lindo, a mí me ha herido. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
De tu casa a la mía, cielito lindo, no hay más que un paso. Antes que venga tu madre, cielito lindo, dame un abrazo. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
Cielito Lindo, done by Lin-Manuel Miranda and Mandy Gonzalez. She was in his first musical, In the Heights, the original on Broadway, from a CD called Singing You Home, Children's Songs for Family Reunification. Proceeds benefit organizations like Raíces, helping immigrant children on the border reunite with their parents. And before that, you heard the Okie Dokie Brothers from a CD called Hold Tight, Shine Bright. You're listening to the Children's Hour. And in the studio is our old friend and new friend for some of us, Dr. Enrique LaMadrid, Professor Emeritus from the University of New Mexico in Spanish and Portuguese. And I'm so delighted that you're back with us. Thank you.
Gracias a ustedes.
We all just heard Cielito Lindo. And some of us knew the words a little bit here in the studio. We'd heard it. We were all like, hey, this is a sleepy version.
Yeah.
Is that a song that people would have heard growing up in New Mexico?
No, not necessarily. I'm not sure. It's a 20th century song, I'm pretty sure. And everywhere that people speak Spanish, they sing this song. It's an international song. And the theme of it is you don't have to cry. You don't have to cry. If you know how to sing, that'll heal your pain, right? So, vivan los niños, viva Puerto Rico, vivan los niños de la frontera. There's a lot of people crying out there, natural disasters, political disasters, and so we think of those children, and that's a beautiful, beautiful way to remember them and to encourage them, because if you can sing, you don't have to cry. The next song,
make me cry.
I know. It's
challenge
crazy.
That notion.
Yeah, canta y no llores. Sing, don't cry.
No
Sing and don't
llores.
cry. The next song that we want to sing, we were gonna do Llorona, but I was thinking, that's a song about killing children.
Wait.
About the woman that drowned her children, and
Wait,
so
wait, a woman. Wait, what?
Yeah, the story of Llorona. She cries because her children were drowned in a river, and she has to go. She keeps looking for them, and it's something for kids to watch out for. Oh, don't go into the ditch. Llorona will get you. Meh.
Yeah, who needs signs? Who needs to fence off the ditches when you have the Ditch Witch? This was actually a program in this for the city of Albuquerque.
Oh, I remember.
But,
I remember. And it's, if we could just give a plug, ditches are deadly, and you should stay away.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
you really can't tell if it's sunny in Albuquerque if the rain isn't coming down from the mountains.
Right.
Huge flood.
Right.
But that said, that's a kind of dark theme for the children's hour, I would say.
It is.
So you nixed that. You nixed La Llorona.
I've got another dark one that sounds like a happy one. This is a song that everybody here knows. It's called Frijolitos Pintos, and it sounds crazy. It's little pinto beans, little purple flowers. How come people who are in love suffer so much? And then you learn why later in the song, and everybody laughs. They say, primero da viruela. First you get smallpox, then you get chickenpox, and your face looks like chicharrones, if you know what chicharrones are.
Wait.
And everybody
oh, terrible.
knows what that is.
Oh.
But back in the days of the smallpox, it would come through about every 10 years and kill a lot of people. If you didn't already have your life partner, and if you survive the smallpox with no eyebrows, part of a nose, maybe you lose your eye and your face would look hideous. What are you going to do? Maybe that's why lovers suffer if they haven't found each other yet. So it's a crazy little song, and this is Stephanie Ramirez. We're going to hear a little bit from Texas about this, and this is this little girl from Texas in the early 60s who sold 1 million copies of Frijolitos Pintos because people sing it all over the Southwest, and we sing it all over New Mexico.
That was Frijolito Pinto.
Yeah, it's a very, very popular song. It's the Spanish version, the Spanish local version of Ring Around the Rosie.
We should have the kids sing along to that in just a minute. We're talking with Enrique LaMadrid. He's professor emeritus at the University of New Mexico about songs of a New Mexican childhood. The Children's Hour is produced by the Children's Hour Incorporated, a tax-exempt nonprofit dedicated to producing high-quality kids public radio. Support provided by the County of Bernalillo, bernco.gov, and by listeners just like you. Learn more at childrenshour.org.
You're listening to the Children's Hour, Kids Public Radio. We'll be right back.
You are tuned to the Children's Hour. Ready? Okay. Ring around the rosies, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. And then, of course, everybody falls down. Where's everybody falling down? Ah!
Don't fall out the window.
Madeline, you want to tell what you learned about that song?
At my school, we did an analysis on what the song actually meant. So in like medieval times, the plague was spreading around, and ring around the rosies. There would be rings around your arms and like all over your body that would be from the plague. And they were told that if they had posies in their pockets or up to their noses, they wouldn't catch it. So ring around the rosies, pocket full of posies. And then ashes, ashes, they would burn the bodies because so that they thought it would stop the plague, like burn the disease out.
Gosh, that's dark.
And
we
they all
teach
fall
this
down.
to preschoolers. That is really...
We can handle it.
We can handle it. Wow. So that frijolitos pintos is the Spanish version, basically, of the same concept.
Yeah, the plague here was smallpox. It killed a lot of kids.
That's really sad.
And the kids also saved New Mexico from the smallpox because they brought the vaccine up in their bodies, and everybody got vaccinated in 1805.
Wow. So Frijolitos Pintos is a very old song, is what you're saying.
We're not sure how old it is, but when, it goes back to Cielito Lindo, we're all lucky to be here. We're all lucky to be here, right? We're all alive. Yeah. And there's death and destruction all around, maybe, if the plague comes, if the smallpox comes. But if you're singing, you can handle it. Right, kids?
Yeah? Can we handle anything? Yes. Yes. Well, we're speaking with Dr. Enrique LaMadrid. He is Professor Emeritus of Portuguese and Spanish at the University of New Mexico and an expert in New Mexico folklore, culture, and music. And we're talking about songs of a New Mexican childhood. And it doesn't stop there. What's next on deck?
Oh, my goodness. We've got to talk about animals. This is part of our cultural legacy. All people are fascinated by animals, and boy, there's so many birds in our children's songs. There's donkeys, there's crows, there's chickens, there's hawks, there's everything. And we know what people were singing in the 50s and 60s and 70s because we have an archive of it that connects us to it. So you'll be hearing some of those cuts. And why sing about birds? Well, look where they come from. They give us messages from other places. Why do we sing about donkeys? Because they're so cute. What's the next? And they're so stubborn.
El burrito pardo. And I guess burrito, I cannot believe I am as old as I am. El burrito pardo. Would you like to do that one?
It's the little gray donkey, and he's
as old as I am. I'm just realizing burrito and burrito. Like, how would I never put that together?
Yeah, you carry they carry stuff
burritos
on their backs, right? And you roll it up and throw it on the donkey, and you got it. And anyway, there's always something for parents in children's music. There's all kinds of political stuff in it, like Mother Goose, just the same thing in Spanish. There's all kinds of allegories, and the part for the parents in Burrito Pardo is that the burrito that's giving rides to everyone falls in love with all the beautiful young girls that he's giving a ride to, and he's thinking in his head how great it would be if he could just disappear with them and take them on a longer ride. And so the parents have a good time with that.
El Burrito Pardo is done by Farolitos Lobitos, and this is Julia Church Hoffman's. Is this not Julia Church Hoffman's choir? Really?
This is her choir from UNM, from the UNM Music Prep School. And the Farolito singers and the Lobitos, they're the youngest ones. And these are all arrangements of children's songs. This one was done by Hilda Paredes, who's a very famous Mexican composer. And so, again, a shout out to the children's chorus and the UNM Musical Prep School.
Vamos a bailar, manito, manito, vamos a
You're tuned to the Children's Hour. And in the studio with us is Dr. Enrique LaMadrid. We're talking about songs of a New Mexico childhood. And what you just heard were 2 in a row recorded from UNM Music Prep's program, the Children's Choir, the Teeny Weeny Children's Choir. Zen's giving us a nice visual on Teeny Weeny.
A very small.
The very small. It's actually a big choir with small people.
Yes, it's a big choir, small people.
And that is thanks to Julia Church-Hoffman from UNM Music Prep.
We're going to hear the next cut with an older group, a little bit older, the Lobo Choir. And this is an arrangement by Judith Harrington of one of the many tecolote songs in New Mexico. We love owls. Some people associate them with death, but we also associate them with life. They're very interesting and wise birds. They're messenger birds. They take messages of love between cultures. Some of these tecolotes fly between the pueblos and Hispano settlements with messages. So there's a lot of them, and this is one of the most beautiful, tecolote de guadaña, the little owl that lives up in my haystack.
Recorded at UNM Music Prep, one of their concerts. This is the Lobo Choir. It's comprised of kids of all ages participating in the UNM Music Prep program. Dr. LaMadrid, tell us about what we're hearing a little bit.
Yeah, the next song is kind of a favorite of mine. It's Tengo, Tengo, Tengo. I have something and you don't. And it's kind of a cruel song, but children can be cruel to each other, right?
Are you guys cruel?
Yeah, last time I checked, they love to tease each other. And sometimes children that have more than other children make fun of poor children. And so this is a song that kind of deals with that. It's saying, I've got 3 sheep grazing up in the canyon, and you've got nothing. I've got milk and cheese and butter, and you've got nothing. Ha, ha, ha. But you can sing it in such a way that you're making fun of the ha, ha, ha. I mean, it transcends it, if you know what I mean. Canta no llores. There's social differences. There's class differences. If you sing about it long enough, you can get over it. You can work through it. So this is a song of everything I've got and everything you haven't got.
Tengo, allá en la cañada.
UNM Music Prep's Lobo Choir, and Dr. Enrique LaMadrid. We had kids sing in the studio, I have butter, you don't have butter. That's kind of like some of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Very cruel.
In New Mexico, one of our words for money is lana, because it was the big cash crop here.
What's a lana?
Wool.
Oh.
That's what you could turn into money, is wool. So, ¿tienes lana? Can you loan me some lana so I can have my lonche? So now we're going to go into the colores.
We have a little bit of questions for you in the studio. Yeah.
Okay.
Please,
That's right.
over here.
So how old exactly are these songs?
There's no way of telling. Sometimes if someone's writing a journal, they might mention a song that they've sung back in the day. Other songs actually have dates in them. Ballads and corrido ballads, for instance, will put the date right there, and you can tell exactly what year they're from. Now you grow up hearing these things, except there's an avalanche of English music in New Mexico, and you're much likelier as kids to know all the words to Old MacDonald, and even if you're Hispano, even if you're Mexicano, Nuevo Mexicano, you might not hear any of this at school. So thanks to these music educators, there's generations of music educators that we got to list a few of their names, because they're the ones that kept this in schools so that all kids can learn about what the music here sounded like before. And they're people like Alex Chavez from Southern Colorado, Jenny Vincent from Taos, Dolores Gonzalez. She's got a school named after her. John Robb, all these great music educators. Cipriano Vigil up north, Brenda Romero from up north, and Peter Garcia from here in town. And if you know any songs at all in Spanish, it's probably because teachers like them have taught it to you in school. So any other questions?
Did you sing these songs when you were growing up?
I sang a few of them, yeah.
In school or at home?
At home. We didn't get them in school very much. It was mostly Old MacDonald, right? They wanted us to learn English and leave our Spanish at the door.
Well, you're listening to the Children's Hour. We're talking with Dr. Enrique LaMadrid. He is Professor Emeritus of Portuguese and Spanish at the University of New Mexico. We're talking about traditional songs of a New Mexican childhood.
You're listening to the Children's Hour. We'll be right back.
From a CD called Celebration, a tribute to Ella Jenkins. That's Mariachi Los Camperos, the La Raspa Medley, and Fiesta de Niños. You're listening to the Children's Hour. In the studio, we have Dr. Enrique LaMadrid, Professor Emeritus at the University of New Mexico in Portuguese and Spanish, talking about traditional songs of a New Mexican childhood. Well, we have one more coming up here, and I think everyone in the studio knows this song. Talk about this song. De Colores.
Yeah, De Colores came to us from Spain clear back in the 1960s. It's part of a renewal movement, people coming closer to their faith, and doing work in the community and singing and helping people out. And it's an international movement called the Cursillista movement, the little course. And as you took that little course to learn how to do all these things, the theme song of the course was De Colores. And it's such a beautiful song with rainbows and birds flying around and little chicks that we all love it and we all know it. And guess what? People know it in Spain. They know it in Latin America. They know it in Mexico, and we sing it all over the place.
De colores se visten los campos en la primavera. De colores son los pajaritos que vienen de afuera. De colores es el arco iris que vemos lucir. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. And that's why all of the lovers of all the bright colors are good friends of mine. Such bright colors we see in the fields in the spring of the year. De colores, such bright colors are the little birdies that visit us here. Such bright colors we see in the rainbow that shines in the sky. And that's why all of the lovers of all the bright colors are good friends of mine. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. ¡Qué bonitos los colores! Canta el gallo con el kiri, 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 kiri. La gallina con la cara. Los pollitos con el pío, 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 pío. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí. And that's why all of the lovers of all the bright colors are good friends of mine. And that's why all of the lovers of all the bright colors are good friends of mine. Y por eso los grandes amores de muchos colores me gustan a mí.
Mr. Felipe, his bilingual version of De Colores. It's one song in our batch, Dr. LaMadrid, that the kids all knew. And
yep.
It's one that endured, but it's not native to New Mexico.
We love it.
We sure do, because it's a beautiful song.
Music knows no boundaries.
No. It doesn't. If there was anything you'd want to close with today about talking about a New Mexico childhood and the music we would hear, what would you want to say to all of us?
You always start or you end with mañanitas. Mañanitas means little morning songs, but you can sing them at all hours of the day. You may be a beautiful young woman and your boyfriend has hired a musical group to serenade you. It might be 2 a.m. when you hear mañanitas. There are mañanitas that are dedicated to religious festivals. There's all kinds of mañanitas. Anytime something special, some special event is about to begin, you sing mañanita. So we use it. We use morning songs at night. We use morning songs to begin and end everything. So it's a good one to end our show today. And thanks so much for featuring UNM's own singing children. And we need to remember. We also need to remember Regina Carlo, Professor Carlo, who's the musical director of the UNM Music Prep School, and of course Julia Church Hoffman is the director of it. So a big shout out to them.
And to you, Dr. LaMadrid, who has taught so many children as young adults and so many children in our audience today, all through your career, the importance and value of New Mexican folk music and New Mexican folklore. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Vamos a cantar.
Las mañanitas, señor?
Sí.
Estas son las mañanitas que cantaba el rey David. Hoy por ser día de tu santo, te las cantamos a ti. Despierta, mi bien, despierta, mira que ya amaneció. Ya los pajarillos cantan, la luna ya se metió. Está la mañana en que vengo a saludarte. Venimos todos con gusto y placer a felicitarte. El día que tú naciste, nacieron todas las flores. Y en la pila de bautizo cantaron los ruiseñores. Ya viene amaneciendo, ya la luz del día nos dio. Levántate de mañana, mira que ya amaneció.
Cantando debajo del agua. Cuando la rana salió a cantar, vino la mosca y la hizo callar. La rana sentadas cantando debajo del agua. Cuando la mosca salió a cantar, vino la araña y la hizo callar. La araña, la mosca, la rana sentadas cantando debajo del agua. Cuando la araña salió a cantar, vino el gato y la hizo callar. El gato, la araña, la mosca, la rana sentados cantando debajo del agua. Cuando el gato salió a cantar, vino el perro y lo hizo callar. El perro, el gato, la araña, la mosca, la rana sentados cantando debajo del agua. sentados cantando debajo del agua. Cuando la vaca salió a cantar, vino el toro y la hizo callar. El toro, la vaca, el perro, el gato, la araña, la mosca, la rana, sentados cantando debajo del agua. Cuando el toro salió a cantar, vino el hombre y lo hizo callar. Cantando debajo del agua. Cuando el hombre salió a cantar, vino la suegra y lo hizo callar. La suegra, el hombre, el toro, la vaca, el perro, el gato, la araña, la mosca, la rana, sentados cantando debajo del agua. Cuando la suegra salió a cantar, nadie la pudo callar.
Un canto que traigo muy dentro del alma, lo canto a mi estado, mi tierra natal. De flores dorada, mi tierra encantada, de lindas mujeres que no tiene igual. El río del norte, que es el río grande, sus aguas corrientes fluyen hasta el mar, que riegan tus campos, mi tierra encantada, de lindas mujeres que no tiene igual. Así es Nuevo México, así es esta tierra del sol, de sierras y valles, de tierras brutales, así es Nuevo México.
La Rana was done by a New Mexico band of 4 sisters, Sparks, and before that, Perla Batalla with De Colores. You're tuned to the Children's Hour. New Mexico has 2 official languages, Spanish and English, and 2 official state songs. In the background, Roberto Mondragon doing Así es Nuevo Mexico. Many thanks to Dr. Enrique LaMadrid, Professor Emeritus from the University of New Mexico, and the UNM Music Prep Program for sharing their music. In December, in partnership with the University of New Mexico Biology Department, the Children's Hour will be interviewing astronauts aboard the International Space Station, and we're asking kids to submit ideas for questions that we should ask them. Go to childrenshour.org/ISS to find a form where you could submit your questions. The deadline is November 17th.
De sierras y valles, de tierras brutales, así es Nuevo México.
We're going to go out with our other state song, Oh Fair New Mexico, done here by Busy McCarroll.
Balmy breezes blow, kissed by the golden sunshine, is Nuevo Mexico, home of the Montezuma, with fiery hearts aglow. State of the deeds historic is Nuevo Mexico, oh fair New Mexico. We love you so. Our hearts with pride will flow, no matter where we go. Oh, fair New Mexico, we love you so. The grandest state in with fertile valleys is Nuevo Mexico, filled full of sweet alfalfa, riches, perfumes bestow. State of the apple blossoms is Nuevo Mexico. Oh, fair New Mexico, we love you so. Our hearts with pride will flow, no matter where we go. Oh, fair New Mexico, we love you so. The grandest state to know, New Mexico.
The Children's Hour is written and produced by Katie Stone with help from all of us on the Kids Crew.
Production support provided by Marty Adamsmith.
You can find our podcasts and more information on our shows at childrenshour.org.
Tell us what you think of the show. We'd love to hear from listeners.
The Children's Hour is produced by the Children's Hour Incorporated, a nonprofit producer based in Albuquerque, New Mexico, dedicated to producing high-quality kids' public radio. The Children's Hour is supported by listeners just like you. Learn more at childrenshour.org. Support for the Children's Hour provided by the Infinite Gesture Fund at the Albuquerque Community Foundation. Meow Wolf is a proud supporter of the Children's Hour. Meow Wolf creates immersive experiences that transport audiences of all ages into kaleidoscopic realms of story and exploration. meowwolf.com. Our theme music was written by C.K. Barlow. We'll be back next time with another edition of the Children's Hour.
Kids Public Radio!
I love the Children's Hour.